Good day, fight fans, and welcome back to another UFC Fight Night post-fight betting prediction breakdown. It was an explosive night of action, and we came away with a strong 80% prediction success rate, which means money in the bank. The card delivered on violence, surprises, and standout performances, and our bets paid off in a big way. Let's get into the full recap and see where we hit big and where the card surprised us. Main event, Derrick Lewis vs Teixeira. We picked Teixeira, believing his grappling would be the key to neutralizing Lewis's knockout power. But as we warned, Lewis only needs one. He came out swinging and landed a monster overhand right that shut the lights out early in the first round. A reminder why the Black Beast is always a dangerous pick against anyone. Co-main event, Thompson vs Gabriel Bonfim. We rode with Thompson, thinking his footwork and range striking would be enough. The fight was tactical, with Thompson controlling distance and Bonfim pressing forward. It was close, and the judges saw it in Bonfim's favor via split decision. A frustrating one, but no robbery, just a tight, competitive battle. Kattar vs Garcia. We leaned towards Garcia, honestly, just because of his toughness and that non-stop forward pressure. And, well, he really came through. Garcia made this a dirty fight, smothering Kattar with relentless volume and closing the distance super effectively. Sure, Kattar landed the cleaner shots at times, but Garcia's pressure and output earned him a clear-cut decision win. This was a great result for us and, a big win for Garcia against a respected veteran. Landwehr against Charriere. This one was expected to be a barn burner and Charriere totally delivered. We picked him based on his dynamic striking and those sharp counters, and he found his mark beautifully. Landwehr came out aggressive, but Charriere stayed composed, landed a nasty counter and scored a highlight reel knockout in the third round. That's a statement win, and, yeah, a solid payout on our side. Petrino vs Austin Lane. We backed Petrino, banking on his physicality and grappling. After a tense first few minutes, Petrino managed to get Lane to the mat and just dominate from top position. He eventually worked into a dominant spot and locked in a slick rear naked choke, forcing the tap. Petrino continues to show growth and fight IQ. That's another win on the board. Tafa vs Tokkos. So, we took Tafa for his heavy hands and brawling style, just hoping he could overwhelm Tokkos early. But Tokkos had other plans. He weathered the storm, secured a takedown, and quickly transitioned to the back. Tafa tried to power out, but Tokkos sunk in the choke and got the submission win in the second round. Yeah, it was a setback for us, but credit to Tokkos for executing a smart game plan. Griffin vs Chris Curtis. We sided with Chris Curtis due to his boxing experience and just his ability to fight through adversity. This bout was a close, technical affair with both men having moments. Curtis edged out Griffin in most of the exchanges and landed the more impactful shots throughout. The judges awarded him a split decision win, and we walked away with another dub, even if it was a narrow one. Jake Matthews vs Njokuani. We picked Njokuani, believing his length and striking would be enough to keep Matthews at bay. But Matthews came in with a grappling-heavy game plan, closing the distance, taking it to the ground, and controlling the fight. In the first round, he took the back and sunk in a rear naked choke. Tough loss, but a great adjustment by Matthews. Lauren Murphy vs Eduardo Moura. This was a calculated pick with Moura, who we saw as the fresher, more explosive fighter. Murphy brought her trademark toughness and durability, but Moura controlled the tempo, used her kicks and movement, and scored takedowns when needed. Over 3 rounds, she did enough to secure a unanimous decision win, outclassing the veteran in a measured performance. Nzechukwu vs Walter Walker. We rolled with Walker, impressed by his physical tools and submission game. He weathered early pressure from Kennedy, reversed a clinch position, and dragged the fight to the canvas. Once on the ground, Walker secured a submission via heel hook. He got the tap in round 1 and we scored another win. So, Mitch Ramirez versus Mike Davis. We confidently picked Davis and honestly he looked razor sharp out there. Ramirez came out with some real fire but Davis just kept his composure, slipped those big shots and countered with some lethal precision. In the second round, Davis landed a crisp combination that dropped Ramirez and he finished the fight with some ground and pound for a knockout victory. That's a big win for Davis and hey, another strong payout for us. Next up, Fatima Kline versus Melissa Martinez. We closed out the card back in Kline really because of her power and that improving timing she's shown. She looked super composed right from the jump, set the pace and then landed this vicious head kick that dropped Martinez hard in the third round. Just 1 or 2 follow-up shots, and the ref waved it off. A definitive knockout to end the night on a high note and yeah, cap off our 80% success streak. And that's a wrap for this week's UFC Fight Night post-fight betting breakdown. We hope you all had a profitable and entertaining night alongside us. Make sure to tune in next weekend for another thrilling card featuring Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway in a blockbuster main event that honestly promises fireworks. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more predictions, post-fight analysis, and UFC content every week. Stay safe, bet smart, and we'll see you at the next one.